Shalom, giving all praises and honor and glory to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH, and double honors to the elders and apostles who rule well and teach well, and salutations to the 12 scattered abroad, the 12 tribes of Israel scattered abroad. Shalom. All right, this video is called, And Now Am I Their Song? Yeah, I am their byword. All right, so this is pretty much going into and peeling back the layers of the meanings of a lot of songs that we now know today and many people may still know, such as the Any Mini Mighty Mo, such as the ice cream song, you know, that you might hear from ice cream trucks, and to many other, songs that were written, years and years and generations and many moons ago, but today they are being exposed as a, the truth is being exposed, right? About what these things really mean. Just like on the internet, you come to find out that your favorite television show has some dark meanings behind it, or something dark and twisted behind the making of it, whether it be behind the creation of it or the directors and the producers. They were up to no good. Maybe they were, really wicked on the low, doing some left-hand activity and sending enchantments through the media, through their television show, whatever it is. Either way, there's a specific saying called childhood ruin, or basically ruin your childhood. All right. And these songs basically, or the songs that I'm about to get into, it will ruin your childhood, meaning like what you thought was the truth, or something that's to be lightly esteemed as a, just a old childhood nursery rhyme, or how do you say, just little poems and children's poems, or whatever you want to call it. These were supposedly seemingly innocent, but in fact, there were dark undertones or overtones in these songs that were changed over time. And this is how you're being lied to about a lot of things. And this is how you know who the wicked is. Okay, so the first verse I'm gonna start off with is Job 30, starting at verse 5. It says, "They were driven forth from among men. They cried after them as after a thief." All right. To dwell in the cliffs of the valleys, in the caves of the earth, and in the rocks. All right. Now, specifically, this verse is going into the Caucasians, okay? The so-called white people, okay? The Edomites, Esau, Edom.
The white man that you see terrorizing the world today, he was in the caves of Europe, didn't know how to cook his food, didn't know how to bury his dead.
You ain't never seen a black caveman. Period. I don't give a what history book you want to look into. I don't give a what research you want to do. We come from civilization, right?
Yeah.
We are the makers, the owners, the creams of the planet, the father civilization, and gods of the universe. And there ain't no argument about that. So when you do the research and you find out we ain't never lived in no cave, but the only history that is our origin is we come from the richest parts of the planet. Our nature coincides with being the fathers and the gods of this planet.
Beware the beast man, for he is the devil's pawn. Alone among God's primates, he kills for sport, or lust, or greed. Yea, he will murder his brother to possess his brother's land. Let him not breed in great numbers, for he will make a desert of his home and yours. Shun him. Drive him back into his jungle lair, for he is the harbinger of death.
When I tried to classify your species, I realized that you're not actually mammals. Every mammal on this planet instinctively develops a natural equilibrium with the surrounding environment.
Neanderthals do not.
You move to an area and you multiply, and multiply until every natural resource is consumed. The only way you can survive is to spread to another area. There is another organism on this planet that follows the same pattern. Do you know what it is? A virus.
This is a dark saying. In Job, there's a lot of dark sayings in Job, a lot of prophecy, so on and so forth. But I'm just going to break down, and now am I their song? Yeah, I'm their byword. Let me read it in the NLT, all right? Because I'm painting a picture so you can really see. You'll hopefully you'll have that aha moment, like, oh, okay, I get it. It says, they are driven from human society, and people shout at them as if they were thieves. So now they live in frightening ravines, in caves, and among the rocks. All right. So at one point in time, these especially during the so-called dark ages or middle ages, we come to find out today that a lot of those cave dwellers, they didn't know how to take showers and wash themselves. They didn't know anything about hygiene. You've heard where, basically so-called black people had to teach them how to take baths and things of that nature. These are very base. These are very base people. All right. They're very lowly. Of course, they're just in their blessing right now. Don't let it fool you. These people are very low and vile. All right. When you see the fruits and the works of these people, you'll understand that these people are sick. These people are base people. They really are cave people. All right. So this is specifically is talking about Esau, Edom, which is the so-called white people. All right, verse 6, it says, no, verse 7, it says, I'm gonna start back at 6. 5. They were driven from among men to dwell in the cliffs of the valleys and caves of the earth and in the rocks. Just like these high rises. It says, among the bushes they brayed, under the nettles they were gathered together. All right, so it's painting a picture that, these are some lowly people. These people, they are like little beasts, howling. It says, howling among the bushes, huddled together beneath the nettles, cavemen, ooga booga, It says, they were children of fools. Yeah, children of base men, they were valor than the earth. So these are very low, outcast, good for nothing sort of people. All right, people who just can't get right. They pretty much just the foolish. They don't know nothing. It basically, it takes a miracle or a divine intervention for these people to be pretty much empowered like they are today. That's how this is the work of the Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, because these people really on the low are low people, are really fools, with their pseudoscience. And a lot of people eat it up. All right. However, let's keep going. It says, and now am I their song? Yeah, I am their byword. All right. In the NLT, it says, and now they mock me with vulgar songs. They taunt me. Okay, so just in case you didn't know, all right, this video is specifically for the true Israelites, the hopeful elect who can understand and, hopefully they can get edified and understand these words that I'm speaking. But this is a part of the curses, right? To be a byword among the people, right? Like, for example, we were called porch monkeys. or spooks, nigger, you know, things of that nature. Matter of fact, I'm gonna just say the N word. Okay, you know, so these were different bywords, you know, based on the curses. I'm not gonna go into which exact verse is the curse where it talks about we shall become a proverb and a byword. If you want to know that, then just go to Deuteronomy 28, and it's one of those verses after 15. I'm not quite sure the exact verse, but yeah, now we are a byword. You know, now we are their song. They taught us, and through history, they have made songs, you know, to basically mock us. All right, so I'm gonna bring up this article. All right, so this article that I'm bringing out is called "The Racist Truth Behind Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo" and 5 other nursery rhymes. All right, so in this one specifically, we're gonna go into Eeny, Meeny, Miny, More. Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo. Everybody knows this song, okay? So it says, children all over the world use a variation of this childhood chant, most often used in America, to decide who will be it in a game like tag. As late as the 1980s, though children weren't catching a tiger by the toe, but a N-word. Okay, subbing out the word isn't enough, says educators like Nell, because the use of the rhyme at all can be traumatizing for people of color. You know, namely, that's another proverb and byword, you know, just calling us people of color instead of just our nationality, which is, you know, Israelite. It says some of these are obvious, others not so much. The more you know. All right, so the knowledge has increased in these last days and the truth is coming out. All right, so as you can see, you know, this is a part of that deception, you know, and this is basically a ruin of your childhood. Now, you know, the song is not as innocent anymore as you thought it was. You know, it has dark history. You know, it's basically just to mock at you, to mock at you, so-called Black Americans or, you know, so-called Black people around the world. As a matter of fact, let's look at one of these. Oh, see right here, I've heard Jimmy Cracked Corn. I've heard Jimmy Cracked Corn, something along those lines. I don't know the exact lyrics, but this is the lyrics of this song include one about the old massa gone away and have been terrorizing Black children for centuries. As is popularized in the 19th century, it was often sung by minstrels in blackface using the dialect of enslaved Africans to boot. Right, so this is straight up mockery, you know, straight up taunting, you know, just straight up, you know, demonic activity, right? Demonic is demonic, right? Oh, I don't remember this one. I never knew about this one. See? All right, this one's called 10 Little Monkeys. I remember there was something about monkeys on the bed. All right, it says the 10 little monkeys are lying in the bed. The little one said, roll over, and one fell out. This rhyme is meant to teach littles to count backward from 10, right? So, you know, you think it has good intentions, but it has a history of, you know, being racist, so-called, or being a taunt. This is the original rhyme, though, was about 10 little N-words, not monkeys. And when they fell out the bed, they died in one of the horrible ways only Black children perished at the time. See, that's wicked. And they got our children, you know, singing these songs. I don't know if they do today, but at one point in time, you know, we had no clue, you know. It says it was meant to propagate the sense of superiority white children felt even after they lost the Civil War. right? So this was supposedly to boost their ego, the superiority of the Edomites. You see the division though. It says, and no subbing in monkeys and making the rhymes less deadly is an innocent, says Kansas State University professor Philip Nell. All right, it says children's literature and culture help promote the lie of black animality by presenting African Americans as apes or monkeys, either via racist caricature or via monkey characters who behaved like they imagine African Americans behave. What's so crazy is, you know, the so-called I'm gonna just say the Edomites, they the ones that barely have any lips, and they the ones that look more closely to the primates, those primates. Anyways, let's move on. All right, just want to show another article, and I'm gonna read a couple verses and I'm gonna close it out. All right, so this one is called "The Viral Story About the Racist Ice Cream Song Is Wrong." What? Okay. So let's see. This is this weekend NPR blog post went viral, teachings us that Turkey in the Straw, an American folk song dating to the early 1800s and played by so many ice cream vans today, is actually a hidden racist taunt. The writer Theodore R. Johnson has unearthed N-word love a watermelon, ha ha ha, a most unfortunate version of the song from 1916, and he also points to a nationality famous version that was practically the theme song of the minstrel show for much of the 19th century, depicting a dancing black man character. The song was called Get Ready Zip Coon. The song was called Zip Coon, all right? So it's another racist taunt by our oppressors, Theodore R. Johnson being one of the many, all right? It says that as interesting as it may be that today's most popular ice cream truck jingle started out as racist abuse set to the music, the facts don't really support it. All right. Anyways, they're trying to basically say that the song has nothing, Turkey in the Straw has nothing to do with the song that Theodore R. Johnson wrote. All right. I'm not going to read this whole article. But basically, there is actually, you know, there is a song. If you look up this song, N-word love a watermelon, it sounds exactly the same as you know, the Turkey in the Straw. As far as like musically, it sounds similar. So there's a lot of American folk songs, you know, like this. There are minstrel songs. You know, to basically mock, you know, the righteous, the Israelites. Okay. All right, and then I'm gonna just speak on a bonus one, not a bonus, but a honorable mention, I guess, or dishonorable mention, I should say. There's a song called it's called 10 Little Indians. It's like one little, two little, three little Indians, right? And the lyrics we sing, you know, those are the lyrics that, you know, people will sing today. But it says back when mystery novel maven Agatha Christie wrote 10 Little N-words, they were the main characters. The main characters were eventually changed from N-words to N-juns, which for some reason seemed less racist to songwriters back then, and then eventually to Indians, which still isn't great. All right, so even Indian, all right, is a proverb or byword. That's not the true nationality of the so-called Native Americans, right, that were in the land before, you know, the colonizers came and took over. All right, so let's go bring out couple verses and then I'm gonna close out. I'm not trying to make this long. This is Job 17:6. It says, He hath made me also a byword of the people, and aforetime I was as a tabret. All right, in the NLT, it says, God has made a mockery of me among the people. They spit in my face. All right, so all these songs, the American folk songs, the nursery rhymes that we thought to have known and loved as children, they are a spit in the face. Okay, and of course we are put in this position, and our this is our plight because we disobeyed the commandments of Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahushua. All right, so this is the rhyme and reason for us being in this situation. And a lot of our people think, oh, we just gotta come together and love our oppressor for this to go away. This is not going away. All right, they are meant to be against us. All right, let's move on to Psalms 44. Psalms 44:13. It says, Thou makest us a reproach to our neighbors, a scorn and a derision to them that are round about us. Thou makest us a byword among the heathen, a shaking of the head among the people. All right, so this minstrel show, and even today, some of our people are actively participating without with no problem. Like, they sell out, and they sell out their own people, and they participate in basically looking like a coon or looking like a fool to make them even shake their head more, to bring more mockery to our people by creating this culture. And it's a lot on the internet right now that you'll see is like, dang, you making us look bad, by doing this. You just basically selling your people out just to get some type of relief, in which there is no rest in this uncomfortable place. Okay, in NLT it says, You let our neighbors mock us. We are an object of scorn and derision to those around us. You have made us the butt of their jokes. They shake their heads at us in scorn. All right, it says, we can't escape the constant humiliation. Shame is written across our faces. All we hear are the taunts of our mockers. All we see are our vengeful enemies. Okay, so this is what's going on. Like, we constantly are being ridiculed and made fun of. You see this all through media. Got the reality TV shows. They put us on the forefront, and for us looking like complete fools, even though they are the ones who are the fools. They have us looking crazy in a lower state. Our women fighting against each other. Basically they promote violence, sex, and drugs with our people as the forefront. But then of course they don't do it with their people, but it's more funnier when it's our people that's doing it, and they promote this and they make money off of this. This is Psalms 109, verse 25. It says, I became also a reproach unto them. When they looked upon me, they shake their heads. All right, so it says, I am a joke to people everywhere. When they see me, they shake their heads in scorn. All right, so when we're being ridiculed on these social media platforms, you got a lot of other people of different nations, like other nations. They pretty much jump us even in the comments to basically continuous continue this reproach against us and shaking of their heads, constantly mocking and taunting us, saying all types of slurs and things of that nature. Now, it's all on the internet. It's everywhere, right? And when you go to other places, some other nations, they even feel comfortable in saying things to us, calling us out our names, using bywords, because they feel like they can do that, like we're just that despised. All right. And they go by what they see on the internet or on TV, right? And who else but the media, right, has promoted this across the world? Who else has influenced the whole world to be against us? Okay, it's Babylon the Great, first and foremost. All right, last verse. This is Psalms chapter 22, verse 6. It says, "But I am a worm and no man, a reproach of men and despised of the people. All they that see me laugh me to scorn. They shoot out the lip, they shake the head, saying," all right, it says, "He trusted on the Lord that he would deliver him. Let him deliver him, shall he be delighted in him." And ultimately, this is going into the prophecy, right, of YAHAWASHI. But as you can see, it's still going into the same idea, of all the other nations mocking us, looking at us like we're just beneath them. Like they feel entitled. They feel like they're better than us, even though in these other nations and cultures, they have some base customs, right, that are just beyond madness. Okay. So this is it says, and now this video is called "And Now Am I Their Song? Yeah, I am their byword." Okay, Lord willing, this was edifying. All praises to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI.